Hi, we're Laura and Dan. We've bought a beautiful rustic Portuguese barn and have literally zero knowledge of building and farming, but plan on converting it into a beautiful off-grid homestead. Follow us on our journey. Good morning, it's another beautiful day in central Portugal. Today we're going to be building the frame for our outhouse slash toilet and shower. I'm really looking forward to this because it means that we're going to be able to have a proper place to go to the toilet. We're not going to be pooping in a bucket anymore. Well, we are going to be pooping in a bucket, but this one's going to be a fancy one. So I'm just really excited for things starting to take shape in the land, to start feeling more like a home and being more comfortable. So yeah, it's going to be a good one.
So earlier today, I cut the pull-up bars all ready to be fit onto the calisthenics bar. I've spray painted them to make them look a bit better. So now they're in the barn drying. So we're going to go and see if they dry. So they're all looking dry and all sorted, ready to put up. So now I'm going to go and sort my tools out, and I'm going to start fixing these up to the calisthenics bar, which I'm really excited about.
One thing about working in the evenings when the temperature's cooler is that the light runs out quite quickly, so Dan decided to put up the second bar in the morning.
So the rig is now up, so I'm really excited to go down to the polytunnel where I've got a lot of my training equipment stored, and I'm going to go and bring it up to the top of the land and start setting it up. I brought a lot of stuff over from the UK of my own personal stuff, so I'm really looking forward to kind of setting it up now, and then I'll show you what it's like. So I never got around to actually showing you my calisthenics rig, so I'm really looking forward to You're just behind the camera, just having a sneeze.
I'm trying not to choke.
While I'm vlogging. Oh, that can be an outtake.
Yeah.
Ready now? You're not going to sneeze anymore? So I never got around to showing you my calisthenics rig. I was really excited about getting this in place on the land. You know, health comes first and all. So it's now fully functioning, it's in place. I've spray painted the bars, got the punch bag up. God, I'm going to sneeze now. Must be that dust off the Douglas fir. I've got my rings in place now, which is really exciting. I've got a rope in place. So now, in the morning, if I'm not working, I can do my morning routine and do some calisthenics, which is really cool.
As the day progressed, we continued with the build of the outhouse toilet and shower. Looking back with hindsight, we would change how we put up the frame. We would build each side separately and attach them together and not build from the ground up, but I suppose that's part of the off-grid journey. You're always learning and growing along the way.
So now that we've got the main frame up, we're just going around and putting these supporting beams just in between, just to make it more sturdy. Another day on the land. It's really chilly this morning, so I've had to put my little jacket on. But it's nice to experience the cold before the heat just gets too intense and blistering. I think if you wake up and it's already hot, it's just a proper mood killer. So nice to experience it when it's a little bit chilly. The majority of the main frame is now up, which it's looking really good. We've still got a few little bits to do. We just need to do some more measurements for the doors and windows, but the main frame, apart from that, is mostly up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start getting the slats up for the roof.
We both really enjoy working with wood. The smell brings up a lot of memories.
So Laura, what did you say the wood smelled like? I'm sure you said it smelled like a school breakfast.
It does. It smells like breakfast club at school. Like if you ever went to a breakfast club, it just smells like that smell that you get.
So Laura thinks Douglas fir smells like breakfast and school breakfast in the morning. I don't know what school she went to.
You don't know what we got fed in the northeast.
So I'm leaning towards that Laura's actually more hungry and she's just willing to eat anything right now. As the day's dragging on now, Laura's belly's been rumbling about 5 times, hasn't it? She's ready for a beer. She loves a beer, Laura. And beer, and for anyone who doesn't know what beer means, beer's food. Not what it's not. Beer's not what fish eat. People think that in other parts of the world think that when you say the word beer, people think, "Oh, you're catching fish."
Yeah.
So beer means food. So Laura's ready for food. So that's why I think that she thinks that the Douglas fir smells like a breakfast in the morning, because she wants her breakfast in the morning. So the roofing beams are now placed upon the frame, ready for the roof to be in place. It's all looking good. We've also kind of finished off the side section of the roof a little bit to give it a nice little finish. We've got one more beam to put on the right hand side, but that'll eventually be put in place. So it's looking really, really good. And then the next thing that we have to do is we're going to be sanding some windows, we're going to be sanding the doors, and we're going to be fixing the doors and the windows into place.
I'm really pleased with how the outhouse is looking. So we've put out some bits of wood on the floor to really just imagine what it's going to be like on the inside. So one of the next jobs is to put the partition wall in that's going to separate the shower from the toilet. And then we're going to have a compost toilet here and the sink here. So I'm really excited to start getting building this. This is the spot where the window in the shower section will be. So we'll have a nice view. Look at the olive trees and the mountains. And this is where the second window will be. So when you're on the toilet, you can look towards the calisthenics rig. Well, it's that time of day again where the sun's really high up in the sky and it's very hot. It's about 42 degrees today, so it's a scorcher, and it's just too hot to sit inside the van because it's a metal tin and it just gets like a sauna in there. We still need to create a shaded area and a plunge pool, but we just haven't got around to doing that at the moment, and I think with the heat it just makes doing these jobs a bit harder. There's only a limited amount of time in the day to focus on a limited amount of jobs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go head down to the local river and cool off. Dan's reverted to putting a bag of ice on his head to cool himself down.
It works so well. You know, like when you're driving, it's just so nice. It's so hot outside. There's a little big bag of ice. Drop it on the back of your pressure points in your body. Works a treat. You should start selling this on Amazon.
Yeah, that's all nice.
Bag of ice.
It's cheaper than aircon anyway.
It is. Especially when you haven't got aircon.
Yeah.
How good's that?
It's refreshing, it's nice. It's a lot deeper than when we were last here.
Yeah. We're not sure if the dams have been opened or something.
Yeah, I think they have.
Maybe they've opened the dams so that more water can run down, you know?
Because when we came here last time, this was quite shallow. Like you were standing up here where I'm like having to keep myself up.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this lake as well, because it's like more of a kind of a natural lake, there's a lot of snakes in the water. Because last time we came, we seen so many snakes.
Yeah.
And also the fish, like it'll every now and again like to nibble on things. So you've got to, so don't have anything exposed, that's what I say.
Yeah. The little sausages. We've cut our time in the water short because there was a little bit too many snakes in there for our liking. I know they're probably harmless, but still, like, there's still a fear there of being bitten by a snake. But nevertheless, we really appreciate getting into a body of water and just cooling our temperature down a bit. Because on days like this, you really need it.
Feeling refreshed?
Mm-hmm. Really nice.
Nicey, nice.
Yeah.
Good?
Yes.
To the bim?
See? To the bay.
To the bim.
Before we came over to Portugal again, we'd already knew that we were going to build this outhouse project. So when we're in the UK, we picked up these two windows for free, which I really love. They're a little bit shabby at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to sand them down, and then once we get them in, we're going to repaint them. I'm so chuffed with how these windows have come out. They've cleaned up really nicely. So the next job for me to do is I'm going to take all these little handles off and spray paint them, and then we can put them back on. What we're going to do after that is we're going to attach the windows to the outhouse, and then we'll eventually paint them.
Part of our evening routine has been to climb on top of the van and enjoy the sunset together. We found that it helps us wind down after a long day working on the land. It's in these moments where we feel the most gratitude for where we are. Over the last few years, we've overcome a lot of challenging moments to get where we are now, and we don't take any day for granted. We understand that life is always going to be full of challenges, but it's how you meet and respond to them that determines your path. So we've been learning to enjoy the small moments, like sitting on top of the van and drinking an orange juice.